Hey, it's just on 3 o'clock, or maybe a minute or two after. I can't actually see the clock on my phone, and I don't very often wear my watch, so I'm reliant on that clock. But I hope that you guys can join me. I've got something really exciting to do this afternoon, and that is to open up my new pre-order. Woohoo! So I hope that when you jump on, you will say hello. I'm going to get stuck into it pretty quickly, but I just wanted to make sure there was a couple of people here first. It's been a big week. It's now Friday, and kids are home for the weekend. Well, I've got one at home, hasn't gone back to school yet. He'll probably go back to school on Monday. The other, my year 12, is already back at school, busy studying for her HSC. So, hey Bronwyn, hey Michelle. I've just realised I haven't got my glasses. That's actually a big oversight. So I'm actually going to just leave you guys for 1 second. I can see there's a few people popping on. Hi Michelle, how you going? Are you well? Haven't seen you for ages. It feels like forever. Okay, I'm just going to really quickly, I'll try without my glasses. How about that? I just should have thought of that before I came on, but never mind. Okay, I'm going to pop the phone in the holder and you're going to see me actually open this thing live. Thank you to whoever just hit that like button. I'm happy to be here too. Okay, let's see. We'll flip the camera around and see what we can do. Okay. Alright, you should be able to see my box down there. So this is the box that arrived on my doorstep today. Haven't even opened it yet, still sealed. So what's in here is going to be a surprise to me as well. Well, it's not a surprise. I know what I ordered, but it's the first time I'm getting to see it. Whoop, sorry about the camera. Let's move that back again. I've got the cord from my battery hanging, and every now and then it gets caught up on things. All right. Might actually just move that a little bit so that that flap doesn't get in the way. Right, can we still see that okay? Can everyone see? Okay. It's a really heavy box. Really heavy. Alright, all the padding on the top and lots of goodies inside. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm going to take the really heavy things out. Guess what the really heavy things are? The heaviest thing in this box, I know what it is by a mile, and that is catalogues. So I've actually got a couple of boxes of catalogues in here, brand new catalogues, which are separate to the ones that I've already organised to be mailed out. So if anyone doesn't have, if you're not my regular customers, you don't have a demonstrator already, but you'd like one of these new catalogues, just contact me. Send me a message and I'll organise to get one out to you. You just need to be anywhere in Australia for that. Alright, so everything else is all just product. So this is the catalogue that we're talking about. This one comes out 3rd of June. You can begin ordering from it on the 3rd of June. Demonstrators have it now. If anyone was thinking about joining as a demonstrator, you can actually get products out of this in your kit when you become a demonstrator. So you could actually get them straight away if you don't want to wait. You'll see I've gone through and I've flagged the top of my my catalogue here because there are so many things that I particularly need or want to have, but a lot of these things, quite a few of them, I already have in this box. So that's very exciting. And this is the first time I get to see them. So here we go. All right. I don't know where to start. So I've got some stamp sets. So this is one of the stamp sets that I eyeballed immediately and thought, oh, that's really me. This is actually one stamp. So these are photopolymer stamps. So can you see that's one big stamp, those 5 big flowers, and it's kind of like a watercolored look. It's called Blossoms in Bloom, and there are matching dies for this as well. So I'll get to those in a bit. I don't know yet where they are, but they'll be in this box. Some really nice simple greetings and lots of lovely little watercolor flowers that I have lots and lots of plans for. So you're going to see me using these. Aren't they cool? Hey Michelle. Hi Priscilla. Felicity. I'm just sort of trying to see. I'm squinting at the screen because I forgot to wear my glasses. I've got Carmel, hello, hi, how are we all? So this is one I pulled out from the start and thought, when I saw the catalogue, it was one of the first ones I looked at. It's very me. All right, so there's a suite. I'm going to try and pull out these pieces together. This is a set, stamp set that's part of a suite called World of Good, and there's a whole bunch of matching products. So I'm going to pull a few of them out together. Oh. So here we go. So I'm going to sort of pull things out a little bit out of order so I can present these together. This is called the Beautiful World stamp set, and it matches up with a lovely set of dies. And this, when you buy a suite, one of the advantages of buying a suite is that you get to only have to put in one code and you get everything in the suite. And when you're looking at a pre-order like I am, that's a really handy thing to be able to do rather than have to individually put in all the different codes for the bits and pieces. So this is, can you see, it is beautiful. It is a foiled paper, so it's a specialty paper, and it's really great, I think, for masculine cards. So you can see you've got, this is like an old, oh, I don't know if it's Mossy Meadow or Old Olive. I'm going to guess that's Mossy Meadow. Kind of like a grungy map sort of thing on the back there. And then like copper or brass foil there on the top. All these little worlds. To me, this is like fantastic masculine style sets. So I cannot wait to get creating with a bunch of male type cards with these. I mean, how beautiful is that? Wouldn't that make a lovely scrapbook page? You do all sorts of things with that. That's beautiful. Love, love, love. And I love the foiling on it. So you can see these are really lovely. And they've got like a real textural look to them. I won't spend too much time doing this, or we won't get to anything else. A map in brass. I think it's brass, not copper, because brass is one of the new colours that's coming in our foil papers, and I've got that in here as well. This is also part of the suite, the brass foil paper. I've got some maps and some compasses. And you can see the colours. This is one of the new in colours. This is called Misty Moonlight, and it's like a real denim blue. Absolutely beautiful. So hopefully, those of you who have a need to make masculine cards are going to just love that. I love it. I think it's beautiful. This is very me. I love those kind of subtle colours. And then as part of that, so that's together with this, there's also Memories and More cards. I won't open up those and go through them all now, but you can see they've also got the foil details on them. And you've got your 6x4 cards and you've got your 3x4 cards. So what's really cool about these, you can use them on cards, or you can use them in scrapbooking. You can use them in a myriad of different ways. I find them very, very versatile. So also that goes with this set. Oh, is that the one? No, there is a ribbon. It's this one, I think. Yep. This is Early Espresso ribbon that is also part of the suite. So that's actually really beautiful. Goes with the Beautiful World one as well. It's like a faux suede, which looks like suede. It's really, really pretty. And the World Map dies. So this is the dies that comes with the set. The only other thing I think, there's an embossing folder in this set, and there's also, let me find that for you, and then there's also, there it is there, the Old World paper, which is kind of like a real antique paper looking embossing folder. That's just beautiful. That's part of the same suite as well. And then, who else? Oh, just dropped everything on the floor, but hey, that's okay. I'll pick it all up later. I'm just too excited to do any of that right now. So these are the dies that match. You can see you've got your globes and you've got your little stand there for your globe, and you've got a feather, and you've got, so these cut out parts of the stamp set. Aren't they nice? And you've got like little scripty ones, texture, really, really nice. So these dies are all part of that Beautiful World of Good suite. Just beautiful. I think the only thing I didn't show you is there's some trinkets as well, which maybe we'll get to those in a minute. But yeah, there's a bunch of trinkets which have got like little like photo corners and stuff like that, and they're really beautiful as well in the brass. Okay, we've also got this one. This is actually a bundle. Let me show it to you. We've got, this is called Lovely You. It's got these great words. I love a stamp set that says just because. Just because is the winner stamp in there for me, but there's some beautiful sentiments and some lovely leaves and things. And then this is actually a new punch. I might have to, I'll just have to bring in my, here we go. There it is. You really can see this is the first time I've seen it too. So this is a really cool new punch that actually does 6 different shapes. All right, so you've got your different shapes that nestle inside each other, and you've got your different measurements that are going to go in there. And I'll show you another day how that might work. But let's just, yeah, you need the right width to go in. You can't just throw it in. You've actually got to have it so your different measurements are in here, and then you slide it in, and it's going to punch out these shapes which all nestle inside each other. 6 different punches in one punch. So that is fantastic. You can get it on its own, or you can get it with that stamp set I just showed you as a bundle. Okay, this is a great one. Remember, these things aren't going to be available until the 3rd of June. So for now, we can look at them, and you'll be able to see me using them and playing with lots of new stuff over the next... Oops, there goes my punch. Gosh, I'll need to crawl around the floor when all this is done. All right, so here's another bundle. Now this is part of a suite, but I just didn't get the whole suite. In this case, I got the jar punch and the flowers, and so you should be able to see that this has those jar shapes, jar there, and you can punch it out with this jar punch. Okay, and somewhere in here there is also in this box something you can get separately, which I just love. And wait till you see, I've got a really cool idea. These are little jar globes, little jar shapes that actually fit inside the punch shapes, and they've got that adhesive around them. Aren't they cool? And the idea is that you can put your flowers and the stems and then the flowers on top, so you've got a jar that actually appears 3D. It is 3D. So let me just show it to you. Open that up. So I got quite a haul of product this time. Usually we can order when we go to our conventions and our special day outs, but this year we didn't get to have one of those because of the whole corona thing. So so this year I've ended up getting my pre-orders probably a little bigger than it might normally be. So you can see that this jar fits into the jar punch shape. Isn't that cool? So you could use the punch shape, or you could use the outline and have the jar in here. I think those are awesome, and I cannot wait. I've got a really cool idea, and I can't wait to show it to you. You'll just have to wait for me to sit down and do it. And I actually need something that's coming in the new catalogue, so that one might have to wait until June. But either way, it's a bit of fun. So hopefully you're seeing how cute these are. These jar of flowers, and the flowers are beautiful coloured in, and then we've got that matching punch as well. There it is. Isn't that cool? So I'm really looking forward to playing around with those. We had a jar stamp bundle a couple of years ago, and I never bought it, and I was always sorry that I didn't. So I was really excited when I saw that they brought out something new. Okay, so let's just look at a couple of different. This is a paper pack that matches those flowers that I just showed you. The flower stamps I just showed you, and you can see there's sunflowers and all kinds of different flowers in there. I love these. Just this color, this yellow, is a new color, and the new color is called Bumblebee. And it also features in the ornate garden papers. So some of you have already got those. Look at these roses. Isn't that beautiful? And so you can see they're quite bright, but the yellow features in almost all the papers. Not quite, but a lot of them. This is another in colour. So these papers are actually got all the new in colours in them. The green is called Just Jade, and the browny tanny colour is Cinnamon Cider. And then we have something magenta. I've got to remember the pinky colour is a magenta, and then the blue is the Misty Moonlight. So I just think these are absolutely beautiful. Cannot wait to play around with them. Look at this blue and white. I love that. That looks like China to me. So just beautiful. I'm sorry I'm not even looking at my screen at the moment. So if you said hello and I missed you, I'm very, very sorry. But I will go back at the end and read everyone's comments, I promise. Okay. All right. Here's another. Oh, these might be the trinkets. Yes, these are the antique corners, which are the trinkets that match that World of Good suite. So they're in that suite. Let me just open them so you can see them. These are really cute. Awesome for scrapbooking. You've got like little buckles that you can thread your ribbon through, and these will fit that ribbon that I showed you, the faux suede ribbon before. But also these little photo corners that would look fantastic in, can you see them? Let me pull them right up. And they've got a couple of different styles of corners, but they're really cute, and they look fantastic in scrapbook pages particularly, but I love them for cards as well. They're beautiful. So I'll be playing around with those. Alright, let's look at another suite, shall we? So this suite is called In Good Taste, and the main stamp set in this suite is called Tasteful Touches. I think it is absolutely beautiful. I love the font that they've used here. I love this just saying hello. What a perfect excuse when you don't need an excuse, but you know, an excuse to send a card at any time. And there's some really lovely little images and background bits as well. Okay, and it matches some really, really cool stuff. So this is the paper that matches this. Now this is like a double paper pack, so this one is a much bigger pack than your normal pack, but to me it is stunning. If you're a scrapbooker, you're absolutely going to want to have this. It is beautiful. It has lots and lots of like textures. So we've got our wood textures here, which I think are lovely. But then as you go through, you'll see we've got hexagons. This reminds me, I've got a splashback in my kitchen that is white and grey hexagons. It reminds me a lot of this actually. These are just stunning. Just seeing if those are the same. Then you've got like a Hessian, or some people call that burlap background, which will be lovely to work with all things. On the back of that we've got like a brick. See how nice these are. They're just, so the colours are like grey granite and crumb cake, and I'm not sure about crumb cake. I know grey granite definitely. Soft suede I believe. There's even some pink in here as well. Aren't they lovely? So that's like a painted, looks really like someone painted it. Looks really textural and 3D. Some more wood here. I may have missed some, but I'm just giving you a bit of an overview. Oh, look, that one looks like it's like a tapestry. That's really cool. And more tiles. See how nice. Just love them. These will be fantastic for all kinds of cards. Oh, look at the tiles. Love, love, love that. And this looks like some sort of laminate. I think someone went into their local, you know, Laminex store or Bunnings or somewhere and got some great ideas from the hardware department. Just beautiful. You know, just all these colours, very subtle. I like a good subtle colour pack. But also these are fantastic once again for masculine cards. Look at the texture in that. Can you see that? Beautiful. So hopefully that will give everyone lots and lots of inspiration. So this is part of the In Good Taste suite, and as I was saying, it matches up with this Tasteful Touches pack. Now there is also a, let's have a look. Okay, so these are the matching dies for that stamp set, and it does like it's like a label set. Let me work out how to open it. Here we go. So when you have a set that says, so this one says Tasteful Labels, usually it means that you'll have lots and lots of labels that you can use for the words in a set. They will beautifully punch out the different sentiments. They may not match up perfectly, but they're just great to put sentiments and shapes on. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, see how you got all these lovely labels and shapes, and there's some little scalloped or sort of starbursty kind of shapes here for the circles, and they're really cool, and they'll go really, really nicely with these sentiments. So those are really lovely. What else have we got in there? Nope, not that one. I know we have, oh, so let's take a quick diversion. I'm pulling out all the, not that one. Okay, so these are the new ink colours in the ribbons. Okay, so you've got your magenta. I'm forgetting what kind of magenta it is. Magenta Madness, that's what it's called. So you've got Magenta Madness, Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider, and Bumblebee. Aren't they nice? What do you think of those colours together? They're kind of mid-range. They're not super subtle, but they're not super bright either. So they're, to me, going to be a really great complementary set of colours that will go with lots of things. So I love them. I think they're really, really lovely. And as I said, they feature a lot in that paper pack that I showed you before. Now this is the Tasteful Textiles 3D embossing folder. This one is to match that set of papers and the Tasteful Touches set I just showed you. So that one is like another really, really detailed textural kind of a 3D feel. So you'll see lots of that used in my creations. Okay, here's one that I got. This one is called Comfort and Hope, and I didn't purchase this. This is actually a prize for something I did a few months back. And I love it. I think it's really, really lovely. I'm seeing lots and lots of, once again, textural backgrounds. Texture seems to be, to me, the overwhelming theme of a lot of stuff that I'm loving in the new catalogue. But the set's called Comfort and Hope, and it's got some beautiful words. Know that I love and care about you. Sometimes there are no words. Sending you a paper hug. So this could be a great set for sympathy, but it could also just a great set for cheering somebody up, and I think it's really, really pretty. And I can see lots of uses for that too. But I love these. My favourite stamp in here is this one here with a little kind of a herringbone kind of a background look. So I think that will be a lovely stamp to use. Looking forward to using it. Okay, now these. There's nearly always, the last few catalogues we've had a Memories and More cards and envelopes set in every single catalogue lately, and I have come to absolutely love them. These ones are the new in colours, and so they work really, really well with the Memories and More cards, but you can just use them with regular stuff as well. So you have all your envelopes, which if you have a look here, you see that inside the envelopes they are the different ink colours. There they are, all 5 colours. Oh, there we go, all 5, like that. So they're the same ones that I just showed you with those ribbons. So these ribbons are a perfect match for these, okay? And then as well as these lovely envelopes with the little dotty inserts, which are really, really pretty, the actual cards are the same 5 colours, so they are a match. And you get a couple of each one. So I think there's 10 cards and 10 envelopes in the pack, if I'm not mistaken. See them all there. And then if you wanted to use one, for example, you could fold this over. It's already pre-scored for you. And it's going to go in its envelope here. That is a perfect match. And we talked about the Memories and More ones. I don't know if I took them out. I might have taken them out. Yeah, I think I did take them out. Let me have a quick look. No, this is the World of Good Memories and More cards. I don't know whether I've got those Memories and More cards, the other ones yet, but if I didn't get them today, I'll get them next time. But they would perfectly coordinate with these envelopes and cards. So that's what is really, really cool. When you get a Memories and More card and envelope pack, they will match the cards, the matching cards. Oh, and here we also have In Good Taste. I missed these. These are the wooden elements from the In Good Taste bundle. So to go on your cards, leaves and flowers and things. I always love wooden elements. You can do all kinds of things to them. Okay. We've got some in colour enamel dots, which are always fantastic. There's our 5 colours again. Starting to get a feel for those, I hope. And just for fun, because I love gingham, I've got some yellow gingham ribbon here, and this is the Bumblebee colour again, so it's a little softer than Daffodil Delight. A little bit softer. It's very, very pretty. Now, here's another set that I really liked. It's called Forever Greenery. Oh no, that's down the bottom. Here you go. This one's called Forever Greenery. Yep. And it's another designer series paper. I have to do this with my finger now because I put my little opening tool on the floor. Well, I dropped it, let's be honest. Okay, so you can hopefully see on one side you've got these lovely green leaves and sort of really lush looking designs, and on the back we have the green stripes. So there's a lot. If you love green, this is the pack for you. And I know I do have a few customers that love their green. You can see all different shades of green there on the back and the front. I love this one on the front actually. I really like that. And that's nice. Makes your eyes go funny if you look at it too long. But aren't they nice? So all these different greens, and to match these, okay, really, really, really nice. To match these greens, we have two things. We have, this is from the same suite. These are the Forever Greenery trim combo pack, and it's got like a metallic twine, like a gold, and then a beautiful, sometimes I look at these in the catalogue and it's hard to see how it's kind of like a, it looks from here like a soft calico kind of a ribbon, a cream, and then you've got your gold twine. So that's really, really beautiful. And I've got somebody at the door. Isn't that always the way? And as well, in this box, I have an embossing folder. We've got the neighbours at the door. So you can see two different folders here. So this is like a twin pack. We've got a few of these coming in the new catalogue. And you've got your lovely green leaves on one side, and you've got this gorgeous textured leaf design on the other. There you go. Pull those out. It's all happening at our house. Look, some more. Now remember before we looked at these. We looked at these flowers here. These are the matching dies for those. So let's get those open. You know, I can't wait to start playing with all of this, right? Cannot wait. I can see lots of people on, and I'm so sorry I haven't had time to stop and individually address each person, but I will go back through and read all your comments, I promise. So this is like 2 pages of the flower dies, and they match up with these. Aren't they gorgeous? So you can add some real detail, get really, really detailed with your flowers. I love the fact that these are simple and by themselves will be a fantastic watercolor kind of a look, but then you'll be able to actually add lots and lots of detail. If you have the beautiful Butterfly Beauty dies, they're similar to those in that you've got a detailed thin die and then a thicker die that's kind of like a background, and you can layer one over the top of the other, and you can do the same with these little flowers as well. So they're going to be a lot of fun to use. I cannot wait to start creating with them. So you might, I think this might be one of the first sets I use actually. So we'll look out for those as soon as I get a chance. Okay, this is the new in colours in the DSP. You can get the DSPs and they're a 6x6 format this year. You can get them in all the different colour families. So this is the in colour pack. I'm trying to see how can you see all the colours there? And one side you've got kind of like, you've got writing, you've got texture, you've got dots, and the same for each of the colours. So they are really bright and vibrant and really, really lovely, and they'll be fantastic for using with your new colours. And here are the new colours. I usually buy to start out with this, and this is what I quite often advise for people who are not sure about taking a step into the ink colours. This is the assorted pack of cardstock, which means you get 4 sheets of each of the 5 colours. So there's 20 sheets altogether, and they are the same colours that I've been showing you all the way along. I always get at least 1 pack of these at the start, and then what I tend to do is once I find which colours I'm going to use the most, I then go back and buy the single colour packs. So I start with the assorted packs, and that's something I'd recommend for you as well. I already know without even thinking about it that I'm going to be using this Misty Moonlight quite a lot. I love the denim blue of that, and it's quite different from any of our other blues. And this cinnamon cider, it's a real tanny kind of a colour to me. It looks like leather that I might get a pair of boots in this winter. So I got those 2 colours because also these 2 colours are in the World of Good suite, and they perfectly match all that beautiful DSP that we looked at the start. So I think these ones were, for me, the first ones to get, but then I will buy the other colours as I find I'm using them up, or if I'm using them a lot. I'm really liking the Bumblebee colour. This is the same assortment but in 12 by 12s, because as you know I do a bit of scrapbooking, so to get the 12 by 12 in the ink colours as well is great, especially when you know you've got DSP that's going to match up with it, and I want to start using these colours in my scrapbooking as well. Okay, getting down towards the bottom now. Okay, this is the new brass foil. It is different from the copper and different from the gold. It sits somewhere in my mind, somewhere in the middle. So let me open up the pack. This is also part of the, if you're ordering the whole suite of the World of Good, you would get a pack of this in there as well, which is how I got mine. So you can see they've got that real brassy look to them. Let's just, I'm just going to grab my copper and gold and show you the difference. Okay, so this would be gold. So you can see it's a lot yellower, much yellower, okay? And then here is the copper. So you can see where the brass would sit. All right, see the copper is a lot more orangey. The brass, to me, is a real bronze kind of a look. So your copper's definitely copper. You can see when you put them next to each other how different they are. And the gold is a lot more yellow. And this is also, if you have a look at it, the surface is a lot shinier, more reflective as well. So I'm thinking this will get a good run from me, because as you know, I love my shimmer paper, and they've taken shimmer paper away from us in our new annual catalogue. So I'm a bit sad about that, but I think I can get some good use out of this, because that's got a really great shine to it. So you don't want to hold it in the wrong angle at the sun, you might take your eye out. But anyway, it's all pretty. Oh, we're getting down to the very bottom. So here's my slip with everything I ordered, and here are the new beginner brochures, and that's what they look like. So for anyone who hasn't done any card making or stamping, you may really find this is a helpful brochure. It's got some really simple ideas for getting started. So if you need one of those, sing out and I will send one to you. Okay, I have an empty box. Oh my goodness, that was very heavy, and now there's nothing in it at all. How did we go? Did you see anything you liked? Did anyone think to themselves, oh, that's cool, I'd like that? And I'm so sorry if I haven't said hello to you individually. I'm very sorry, but it's very exciting to be able to show you all my goodies. What am I most excited about? I'm excited about the DSPs, the World of Good and the Tasteful Textures. I think those are both beautiful. That whole World of Good stamp set really is exciting to me. But as you can see, I have lots of flags. Now I've managed to get rid of a few today, but I still have lots left. And I'll have to go through and work out which things I need to fill the gaps now. The last thing I'm opening up here is that World of Good Memories and More, just to give you an idea. Something that you might not know about these is that not only do they have the specialty papers in them, but usually at the back here, or somewhere in here, they're going to have very often some sticker pages as well. Look how nice these are. So the foil ones are single-sided. These would be great for travel pages, wouldn't they? Absolutely fantastic. Here's your stickers. All right, so these are like little feathers and different foil stickers and all that kind of stuff. And you got some words: discover, dream, and then you've got all your different size cards, the 6x4s, and of course all the 3x4s, which are beautiful as well. And some of them have got words, some of them have got pictures. You can stick them on cards. I mean, why would you not? You know, reach for the stars. That could be lovely on a card. But of course, if you're using memories and more scrapbook pages, you could pop them on those as well. And it's like easy peasy scrapbooking. Absolutely. Takes a fraction of the time. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed going through that with me. That was a heap of fun. Now I want to sit down and create, but I can't because I've got to run out to the post office. But hey, worst things could happen. I'm sure before the next 24 hours is out, you're going to be seeing the very first of my creations with some of these beautiful things. I'm still creating with all the retiring things because don't forget, we do have a retiring list that's still going, and there's still plenty on it, even though we've got some things that are sold out. But I think you'll still find there's heaps of things, and there's lots and lots of bargains on there too. So if you haven't checked out the retiring list and you haven't been onto the clearance rack lately, go check it out because we've got things up to 60% off right now. And you can get there by clicking the blue Shop Now button at the top of this page. So I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Check back if you want to see what I've been creating, and I can't wait to see you all soon. See you soon, people. Love you all, and good luck. See you then. Bye.